Welcome to another episode of the RDR Podcast, where we talk about all the nerdy shit you love or hate. We're your host. I'm Quentin.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Malik.
Today, we'll be talking about EA getting sold. It wouldn't be the RDR Podcast at this point if we aren't talking about Saudi Arabia buying something else.
Of course.
Feel like we've been doing that at least once a month now, right?
It's about like that, yeah.
Yeah. AEW and DC announced a crossover comic, I believe. Is it a comic?
Yeah, it's a comic book.
So we'll give our thoughts on that. We'll see what's to expect. I'm actually excited for it. Yeah, I'm sure Malik is too, right?
Yeah.
So we'll also discuss Microsoft increasing was it Gamepass?
Yes.
Yeah. Caused their website to crash, and we'll talk about if we think that's the death of the Xbox or not.
All right.
Capcom Cup 12 announced they are going pay-per-view.
Lost their damn minds.
So, well, you know how Tim feels. But we'll give our thoughts on that too. We'll also be talking about the Tokyo Game Show and all the news that came out of there. That's basically kind of like Evo, right?
Yeah.
Well, similar to
Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, all the developers and console creators come and announce the upcoming or announcing new games and whatnot.
All right, so we'll give our thoughts on that. And then Tim and Malik went to the Cleveland Gaming Classic, and they'll tell us what they thought and what they did or what they bought. You guys bought some cool stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
we got some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, maybe if it's not during my wife's birthday, I can go with you next time.
It's actually I think it's
That same weekend.
No, it's like starts. I think it's from 9/11 to 9/13 or something like that.
Next year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. I can do that.
Yeah, it's like
That is right. It is like
that's cool.
It was like 9/11.
Yeah, I could definitely do that then. Then we finally all watched Superman, and we're gonna give our reviews and what we thought about it. Okay, let's get into it. EA got sold. I said a few episodes ago, Saudi Arabia is just buying up all of our entertainment.
They are.
And here we are again. This is definitely the third episode, at least since what? August? That we're now talking about Saudi buying something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as far as EA, I know EA already has kind of been on everyone's shit list for years because they've been
microtransactions,
but the Battlefront thing with Star Wars and just other stuff. But they were okay with me because I like the Star Wars game, the Fallen Order.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that series, and but I'm waiting for the third one whenever it comes out. But so I wasn't really on that hate EA thing like everybody else was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is pretty crappy.
Yeah. I mean, they got on my shit list with Andromeda, which again, like I said before, is not a completely awful game, but it's not Mass Effect.
Right.
But then, of course, as you know, last year they got off my shit list when they brought back NCAA.
Right.
This year's NCAA wasn't as good, but it is what it is. But I don't necessarily hate them. You know what I mean? Madden actually was good this year, which is was a shock to me.
Madden was good. I heard otherwise. I heard it still wasn't good.
No, Madden. It played a lot smoother than NCAA this year.
Yeah, I heard NCAA took a step back this year.
Yeah, NCAA was not. It wasn't it this year, but Madden played. It's a lot more smooth. I don't know. I can't tell you about the online. I hate people. So
I don't play online in sports games because most people online don't play football, so to speak, if we're playing like Madden.
Yeah, they found the glitch of whatever.
They manipulate
the game.
Video game.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was coaching football for almost a decade. Q, you're coaching now. So when you look at a football game, you're looking at it like a coach would.
Right.
I'm looking for leverage, openings, reading man versus zone, my numbers in the box to see if I could run it, stuff like that.
Mm.
That's real football, and that's what I like to play.
And then they'll say something like, "Oh, get good."
Like, that's not getting
Boy,
good.
we
when
can load up.
know, if I change this route to this, send this person into this, and then motion this, the game itself just can't comprehend it, and you're going to get open every single time.
And we
That's
can load
not
up.
get good.
We can load up Madden 08 right now, and I got smoke for anybody. Because that's when I was hardcore in the Madden.
That's the last one I played.
I got smoke for anybody. I was wrecking
But-
dudes in college.
I was one of those people that I never
Pause.
Well, like I never knew how to play Madden. I never understood like defense stuff. So I'm like, what's nickel? What's dime? And I'm like, I would just press anything.
Mhm.
I never knew how to read the plays. So I was like, all right, whatever. And I just never did.
It's actually funny. So for me, I was always the offense. I could break down your defense.
Right.
But I knew back then, like I knew every team back then. So it would be like whoever you choose, I knew who to counter them with.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, like I remember this dude we played, he picked Dallas, and I was like, okay, he's gonna try to throw the TO. That's all he's gonna do. I picked the Broncos, and I put Champ Bailey on TO. Every time he threw the ball, I was picking it off. So like I knew that back then for the defense, but now I'm playing as a defensive coach. I look at it completely different, and I'm breaking down the entire offense.
Yeah.
Like Malik said. So
Yeah, you're seeing things in a completely different manner,
Yeah.
and you're going to play that way. And I like playing that way. But to get back on task,
Yeah, sorry about that.
the main issue I have with this is just Saudi Arabia's buying everything.
everything.
I don't know if this is going to end up being a complete plus or a complete negative, because I don't know if they're going to get involved in anything, or if they just say, hey, go do your thing. We just basically the bottom line profits come to us.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. Are y'all just funding it, or is it they're just gonna be like, look, we're just taking this over, and here's how it's going to be now.
Right.
Now, my whole thing is I don't know what's going to happen, because eventually this bubble that they're doing of just buying everything, this bubble's going to burst.
Oh, for sure.
They're going to eventually get to a point where they're going to stop wanting to pay stuff,
Right.
pay this money. Now, things like the video game industry, it could be very lucrative, so they may not drop that.
Mm-hmm.
And, it might just fall down to stuff like esports, because, esports doesn't bring in a ton of revenue, whereas video games do. But eventually, the bubble's going to burst in some way, shape, or form. What's going to happen then? Are they going to just be like, oh, we're done. Company's dead. We're laying off, 3,000 people without notice, and we don't care. And or are they just, going to keep things going or sell? I don't know. I'm just worried when basically one entity seems to be buying up everything.
Right.
Eventually, they're going to want to stop, and what's going to get the axe when they're done?
Right.
And are we going to be left scrambling?
So my question, along with what you're saying, is what does this mean for innovation? Because obviously it's bottom dollar for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So will they try to come up with new things, or is it just going to be like, scrap all future new projects for only what we know makes money?
Yeah. See, that's what I was talking about before, is are they going to get hands-on
Yeah.
and make those kind of decisions? Or are they just going to be like, hey, continue operations as always. We don't really care. Just bottom line's coming back to us.
Right. Like I play FIFA. I'm not a hardcore FIFA player. I'm not one of those dudes who I buy it when it comes out. But when EA gives you like the little free thing, when it's free on EA or whatever,
Yeah.
I paid a little $2-$3 a month, whatever it is, for the little EA premium.
Yeah.
And when they drop the game to free, I always download it and I play it.
Right.
So I'm wondering, now is the Saudi team just gonna be all 99s and impossible to beat?
And
Yeah.
or
Shit.
what? They have very different standards when it come to women and
Right.
you know,
Mhm.
gay people? Like, are they going to hop in and say, we don't want this storyline that involves a gay person, or we don't want this game to come out because this woman is not dressed in an appropriate manner?
Correct.
Are they going to really dig their hands in and start affecting stuff like that?
Yeah, because
I don't know.
Even the Mass Effects, you have the option if you want to be gay.
Yes.
You have the option to get the women naked, have intercourse with them or not. Like, so that's a good question. Like, are they going to be like, no, like we don't agree with those values, that has to go?
Yeah.
You know?
Like, and I don't think a lot of people know just how big EA is, because most people think EA, they think of course, EA Sports, Madden, NCAA, stuff like that. Then they might think of like the most people won't even think of Mass Effect.
No, they won't.
They'll think of like the Star Wars games and stuff like that, but they don't understand a lot of the other stuff that's under EA's umbrella. Battlefield is under EA's umbrella. Battlefield 6 that's coming out in a couple weeks,
right,
is part of EA.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot, like EA, yes, they are a game developer, but they're also a game publisher.
Right.
Meaning there's a lot of other game developers that are going to come about that's affected by this as well.
Yeah.
Like,
also $55 billion.
Whoo! Like, see, this is that whole thing is when you have that kind of money, you could pretty much buy whatever you want.
It's basically a monopoly.
Yeah, because when you have that kind of money, now it's not even about a
and they don't have to play by the rules of America.
Yeah,
right.
Playing by their own rules, like,
and
we
it's
do whatever we want.
It's not even like we're trying to buy this for a fair value type thing. They'll be like, we'll pay you whatever you want. I don't care.
So like, it's getting to the point. I'm expecting. I did a post the other day. I said I'm just waiting for nobody NFL next.
Yeah,
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they're going to get one of the major sports here in North America. They're
Need for Speed. Oh yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people like they're talking about The Sims. They're like, how's that going to affect The Sims?
Yeah, like think about it. BioWare is under EA.
Oh jeez,
that's who, isn't that who makes they make Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
And the Mass Effect series.
Dragon Age,
the Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Oh, the Old Republic. Those were actually really good
games. They do Valve too.
Criterion. That's Need for Speed.
Okay.
Like
Burnout.
Like all these are subsidiaries of EA. DICE. That's Battlefield.
Yep.
Motive Studio. That sounds familiar.
Motive Studio. What? I don't know what they've made. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
Dead Space. Okay.
Dead Space.
I hated that game.
Like, Motive is working on Battlefield 6 as well. Like, these are all Respawn. That's Call of Duty.
Right.
Apex Legends,
there's Fallen Order. That's the
series. Titanfall.
That's
good
the series
one.
Like, these are all games that's all under the
Infinity Ward
EA umbrella. So all of them are now part of So this is a very widespread thing.
Oh, the industry's feeling this.
Yeah, the industry's going to be really affected by this, possibly.
Absolutely. Like from jobs to what, like you said, because they could just do cuts. Because it started, if you remember a couple of years ago, they were certain, like EA, they were buying up all these smaller developers here in America. And then they started, like when Microsoft, they grabbed Blizzard or something like that, or
that's Xbox, that's Microsoft.
Yeah, they got it, but then they started letting people go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So is the same thing going to happen here with the Saudis? They're going to acquire all this stuff and then start hacking and slashing. More people's jobs, like you said. The industry is really feeling it now. If not, it's coming.
And it just said EA's headquarters is in California.
Right.
Think about how many people, drive to work there. You know what I mean? I wonder if they're going to be like, all right, cool, we're moving it to Saudi.
Yeah.
So now we don't have to play by any of the American rules.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And that could affect, you know what I mean, quality. That could affect a lot of things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Well, once again, this is all hypothetical. We don't know what they're technically going to do, but I'm just worried.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of games we play there that is affected by this.
I didn't even realize a lot of that stuff that was on. Like I said, the only thing I really play out of EA right as of now is the Fallen Order series, you know, and but still, yeah, like, you know, and there are some Star Wars characters who, you know, are half naked, not fully half naked, you know, some, you know what I mean? They have that covered up, you know what I mean? Like you're just saying the way they are with their policies over there and stuff like that, and just
like the EA CEO saying, hey, the company's values and our commitment to players and fans remain unchanged. You can say that all you want, but when you're not the person in complete charge, you don't have to. You don't have a complete say over that.
Yeah, because we all got to answer to somebody.
Yeah, because just like with the whole Kadia buying Evo,
right?
The Evo founder said, "Hey, nothing's changing." I believe you mean that, but I also believe that it's not up to you anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, there's there's games. Would you say some of the Star Wars characters are scantily clad? Baldur's Gate. There was a bunch of them. A bunch of the women weren't. You know what I mean? Not all of them were covered up, like Shadowheart or whatever. But even if you romance her in the game, she's naked. So it's like, where does this affect games? You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely. No, you are correct.
Support small developers. I think that's the main thing.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But you know, we got to see what becomes of it. But
it just sucks that we just don't know where it's going. Like they're telling you the news, but it's just like what's happening. Like they just we acquired it, but we're not telling you what the plans are. And it's like,
but to be honest, whenever any acquisition is made, no matter what they say, you don't believe them until you see what they do.
Right.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to sit here and act like just because it's a Saudi company, or I'm not even going to say company, the Saudi is buying it. If Bill Gates bought them, it would still be the same thing.
Right.
Because, I mean, just like Tim said, when Microsoft bought up, like, Blizzard and all that, you're like, oh, okay, this is good for them, but, like, oh, well, everything's exclusively Xbox. So it's like, oh, well, now I got to buy an Xbox. And they're like, okay, we're laying a bunch of people off. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
so. And, like, you made a good point. If the headquarters is in California, probably over in the Silicon Valley or whatever. What if, like they say, you know, we're going to move everything over to Saudi?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you going to move over there or what? You know what I mean? And, you know, it's just, how's that going to work?
And I can guarantee you, majority of the people that live in California are not trying to move to Saudi Arabia.
I agree.
No.
Like, that's not, you're going to lose a great chunk of them, including every single female that works for that company.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Now, granted, we don't know if they'll actually do that. We're, you know, speculating. But, of course, when more happens or more develop, we're going to be here to cover it.
Yep, yeah, absolutely.
So, we'll keep an eye on it, you know.
And one thing that I will say specifically about myself, I'm not going to speak for either of them. If I'm proven wrong, I'll be glad to admit it.
Oh, I'll be happy to be proven wrong.
I will if in a year's time we come back and say, man, this was a great deal. Everything is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll be man enough to say, hey, I was nervous for nothing. I was wrong.
Maybe they announce Mass Effect 4 and I'll be like, yes.
Right.
You know, maybe they're like, hey, we're going to up the wage on every worker because we have the money.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Hey, but we apologized on there before.
Yeah.
We were wrong. We were wrong about Juicy Joe and all that stuff. And we still apologize for that. But still, yeah, we'll admit that we made a mistake, or like, hey, you know, we was wrong. You know what I mean? But right now, we don't know.
Yeah, and
I admitted to being wrong about the frick was that movie?
I don't know what you're
Madam
talking
Web.
No, that don't start. The one with Bucky and all of them and
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, my bad. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah,
I bet. Remember when they first dropped? I was like, I have no interest. This looks stupid. and I ended up liking the movie. I was like, yeah, I was wrong. So yeah, I don't mind. I honestly, if I don't like something, I prefer to be wrong. Yeah, or if I don't think the best is going to come from something, I'm glad when I'm wrong.
Yes,
but it's all speculation. We just gotta wait and see what happens.
Yep.
So that all y'all got?
Yes, sir.
All right, AEW and DC crossover. They're making a comic together. I did see on the cover. I think I seen Hangman and Swerve for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know who else I seen. But
yeah, I'm just reading the press release here. I'm pull this up.
Mercedes. I know I seen her too.
So you're saying collaboration between DC Comics and AEW for their marquee pay-per-view event Full Gear. In this epic tale, Mercedes, Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, Jon Moxley, Swerve Strickland, Adam Page, Toni Storm, Willow Nightingale, Orange Cassidy, and Kenny Omega team up with legendary superheroes Batman, Aquaman, Nightwing, Green Lantern's Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart, Hawkgirl, Zatanna, Wonder Woman, and Harley Quinn. Together, they must recover the big galactic belt and prevent a cosmic catastrophe. So it's just a true crossover.
I'll tell you this. Mercedes, Toni Storm, and Willow look great.
Yes.
They look great. You can tell who each one of them is perfectly.
Swerve looks really good in this drawing. Orange Cassidy looked like...
Orange Cassidy looks great. Will Ospreay looks great.
Will Ospreay looks great. Kenny Omega looks kind of...
See, now, looking at that, I will be like, is that Kenny or is that Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a young, young Kenny Omega from like the 2000s, if that's him. But
yeah, and Hangman in that picture just Moxley looks a little weird.
I was about to say Moxley looks like Victor's ass.
I was gonna say Edward Norton for American History X.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But yeah, those two. But that's a cool looking cover though.
Absolutely.
Darby Allin hiding in the back.
I didn't even see Darby.
You can't really see him well, so I can't comment on how well he's drawn. But yeah, the other ones, Mercedes, Swerve, they all look great.
All right, so, and we'll, I guess, talk more about this later, but I have a serious question with DC. What is their obsession with Hawkgirl? Like, I feel like they put her in a lot of stuff, and I'm like, she's not that polarizing of a character.
I don't know.
She's been in a lot of movies, and like shows and stuff, and I'm like, she's not that polarizing of. I feel like they have other characters that they could showcase.
Yeah,
maybe it's just me. I don't know.
They need to push Deathstroke more.
Absolutely,
they never push Deathstroke that much.
They do.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he's saying they need to.
Like they do need to push.
But no, I mean, I'm definitely going. I'll definitely give this a shot. You know what I mean? Especially we're actually going to be start talking about comics anymore. I mean, comics anyway.
Right.
We're going to be talking. We got stuff coming up down the road. So
when does it say it released? Because I'm definitely going to go get it.
I don't. Is there a date? Because they did say there's going to be an event at the New York City Comic Con, October 10th, but I don't know if that's when it drops or if that's just like a special. Fans can purchase the 2-part DC at comic book shops
and AEW live events in 2026.
Okay.
For next year.
So yeah.
Well, hopefully it's the beginning of next year though. So
yeah, it's not too far away.
Yeah, nope, not at all. So we're in the last quarter of this year. So what is it? November 27th. Oh, okay.
Here's my question. Do y'all think Jon Moxley will bleed in the comic?
Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's written in his contract. If he makes an appearance, he has to
bleed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see who they, who are working together to take on. And
yeah. I honestly think this is going to be a great one to have.
Yeah.
And especially when like the Steel City Con comes around, because a lot of the AEW wrestlers are
getting their signatures
to getting
dope.
them to sign
Yeah.
right around themselves when they show up.
Yeah.
And then if any like DC, like say any of these artists, like if Lucas Meyer shows up to a Comic-Con, get him to sign it.
Right.
Yeah. Get Willow or Mercedes to write their number on
They
it.
also especially Willow. But they also go to that Columbus one a lot too that we went to last year. I don't mind going
the Galaxy
there.
Con.
Yeah, they go there a lot. It's a lot more room.
I low key want to see. Like, I know they're teaming up, but I feel like she would be like the Joker for Wonder Woman, and it'd be great to see.
Well, yeah, I'm excited for this comic book.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's dope. AEW's doing some dope things to promote themselves.
Yeah,
they are.
So
I like these crossovers. These are they're dope, and they've done them several times. They did the crossover they did with CEO several years ago, where they actually had Alex Jabali wrestle in a match. For those that don't know, CEO is a fighting game tournament held in Florida every year. Alex Jabali is the organizer of said tournament. So for them to have a show during the CEO and then to have the promoter of that show wrestle in a match, I thought was just cool.
Right.
I think that was the event where Kenny Omega came out with like Street Fighter themed entrances.
Oh, that's dope.
And I think like Kenny Omega like colored his hair red and drew the Akuma Heaven on his back and did like the Raging Demon pose.
No.
Let me see if I could find it. But
Tony Khan, hear me out for your next crossover. Some timeless Tony Storm Crocs. I'll buy them.
Crocs are terrible.
Crocs are terrible.
They're horrible, man.
You're terrible. You're terrible. They're comfortable.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I still meant to get those Swerve shoes. His pressure ones. But like,
oh, that's dope.
Yeah, Ryu and Ken.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's as better quality. I want to see if I can find better quality because that quality looks
awful.
Awful. Absolutely awful. Watch it be that. Another find that.
Being the elite.
Old Street Fighter music.
Nice.
I cannot believe it.
It's actually dope. What? I thought a fan just did that and they were just like, all right, whatever.
Raging Demon.
Raging
Nice.
Demon.
When was this? What? How?
This was 3 years ago.
Okay.
Like I love stuff like that.
That's dope.
Like you hit him with a Raging Demon.
But we know Jim Cornette didn't approve of this. We calls him what, Twinkle Toes or something like that.
Jim Cornette's angry at the world.
You got that right.
He's the old man that's yelling at the sky.
Him and Bret Hart.
Yep, I was gonna say Bret Hart.
Brett's becoming that. Yeah, unfortunately, and I love Bret.
Yeah.
Hear that, Rob? Your boy's a bitter old man now.
So is Rob.
Yeah, but I just like this crossover, I'm definitely going to buy these comic books.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm about them too. I think it's pretty dope, and I've been building my collection, and most recently anyway. So
yeah, I started buying comic books again
yeah,
to add to the thousands I already have.
I need a box. Like I need to buy like a bin just to like store them in because they're just like sitting on top of my bookshelf right now.
Get the comic book, the boxes that are made for comic books.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah,
as opposed to the bins that I have that aren't.
Well, yeah, but you got thousands of them.
Yes,
so
I do.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yep.
Definitely going to purchase it.
And we'll talk about it whenever that comes out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will be discussed.
Absolutely. All right. Microsoft increased Game Pass. What was that? I seen it went up 50%. So what
$30 now or something?
Yeah, it went from what?
It went 40%. It went from $20 to 40 or 20 to 30.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
this
I don't have Xbox.
that's 50%.
But
yeah, it's 50%.
But again, everyone's pissed. I mean, rightfully so. I mean,
wasn't it free not too long ago?
No,
I thought it was free.
No, Game Pass is never free.
But
for all they give you, it would be stupid for them to make it free.
What was free?
I don't know.
But I do know a lot of people do like Game Pass. Apparently, they did it really well.
Game Pass is a great value,
right?
Because you get hundreds of games for free, and if with Game Pass Ultimate, like games that Microsoft owns, when the new one drops, you get it immediately. It's not like the EA Pass thing. Right. You don't get Madden on day one.
No, you get Madden like 8 months later.
Like, yeah, you get it like 8 months later. But if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you're getting Black Ops 7 the day it drops. Like, you don't pay an extra dime or anything. And so it is a value. Don't get me wrong. But when you're a company boasting that you have basically record profits to the point where you can buy out major companies like Activision and Blizzard, but then you turn around and fire a bunch of people and then start raising the prices, you lost your goodwill.
Exactly.
So I did have Game Pass maybe 6 months ago.
Okay.
I don't currently have it.
I don't have an Xbox, but I had my my Backbone, which I was able to play my PlayStation and all that on my phone. And when I realized, I was like, I don't have to have an Xbox. I can just play it straight on my phone versus, when you play the PlayStation, you have to turn your PlayStation on and be on Wi-Fi and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do that for the Xbox, so I was just able to play it. So I had bought Game Pass, and then I started playing it on my computer.
Yeah.
So that was nice, but going from 20 to 30 is a significant.
That's a significant increase.
I can see if you went from 20 to 25, and then maybe a year from now went to 30. Then people would have complained, but it's a lot less. Like, well, it's only $5 more.
Right.
But they said it crashed the website.
Yeah,
because people were trying to unsubscribe.
The cancellation website crashed because it got flooded with so many people unsubscribing.
Right.
Like sometimes when you're making, that's what I hate about capitalism. If you're making money, why change things?
Yeah.
Like people always praise the Arizona tea guy.
Yeah.
Because the Arizona tea guy says, I'm keeping it at 99 cents. And they're like, why? I own all my manufacturing. I own everything. And we're profitable. Why increase it? Like, there's no reason to do it other than greed.
And the simple fact that normally it's still 99.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But it's even, like we said with TKO the other day when they was like, oh, well, Vince kept ticket prices family friendly. So we're going to increase it. It's like, why?
Right.
You're making money. And you know, I get it. It's the bottom line, but a lot of the times you tend to alienate people when you start to raise prices.
Especially when you don't need to.
Right.
It's one thing if you need to. Hey, this mom and pop shop, their price for ingredients shot up 50%. So they need to increase prices just to stay open. I get it.
Absolutely.
But you can't on one hand say we're boasting record profits,
Right.
then turn around and say we're increasing prices. Like, no, you're not gonna have any goodwill towards that.
Right.
Because it just shows you're just being greedy.
Yep.
Right.
We're making money, but we can always make more.
And I mean, there's always been corporate greed even before we were born and stuff, even, but I think ever since COVID, when all these companies made so much money during COVID because, people stayed in and played games or whatever. And even like when people went out and spent like at the stores or grocery stores and stuff, like they're trying to get those COVID numbers back. And you're not going to get that back. Like you're just not. Like people, you played us first before, you're not going to do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like during COVID, everyone either went out and bought a Switch, or they went out and, just played games and streamed and just whatever, you know what I mean? And like you say, they made us so much profit, record profits during that 2-3 month span when it really hit, and they're just trying to get back to that stuff. You know what I mean? But it's just you're trying to raise everything, and now it's not working in your favor because everyone's getting upset, and they're unsubscribing or refusing to renew and stuff, and it's showing.
Well, a lot of these people were just prisoner of the moment.
Yes.
And they're like, unsubscribe now so that they feel it, but they'll probably go back and resubscribe.
Oh, for sure.
Like if you have an Xbox, I'm sure you're going to look at it like, do I want to pay, $70 for this new game or just buy Game Pass again?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they know you're going to subscribe because they're like, okay, well, then buy the game. It's like they have you between a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean?
See, but that's where I kind of disagree because some people will be like, you know what? I'll just buy the game. Because what happens a lot of times, because this is literally what has happened for me, people will get the Game Pass and not touch it. I didn't touch my Game Pass for years. Literally years. So they're eating that money from me every month for years, and I haven't utilized it.
It's like a gym membership.
Yeah.
Like some people got gym memberships, but they don't go to the gym.
Yeah. So that's a revenue that, because people forget about it.
Correct.
Right.
And so they're just eating that money, and they're like, it's just constant, steady income. But
it may not seem like much,
but these people might be like, all right, you know what? I'd rather not get that. I'll buy one game when I want it. And oh well. Because like I said, especially those people that forgot about it.
Right.
I don't use it. I'm paying $20 a month. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal.
That's what I was about to say.
But then that reminds you, oh, I'm dropping $20 a month on this, and they're trying to up it. Let's get rid of it.
That's what I was about to say. Like, it may not sound like much, but there's a difference between $20 and $30 coming out of your account.
Yeah.
That $20, you'd be like, I would spend that on some bull crap anyway. But then when it's $30, you kind of like, that's starting to get up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's just me, but that's how I would look at it. You know what I mean? Like $20 could be McDonald's one day for my kids.
So this is like a monthly thing every month, or is this
the Game Pass?
Yeah, it's monthly.
It was $20 a month.
Oh, it's monthly. Okay, I don't know if this was a year thing or not.
You can get a year pass or whatnot, but
it's like, to me, it's like Netflix. They keep increasing prices, and I was like, and you're not getting better. I feel like it's getting worse. Like I spend more time on Netflix in the menu than I do actually watching anything. So I'm like, what do I keep paying for?
Yeah,
this
like
for?
I watch Netflix. I watch something on Netflix maybe once a year, and I already did it because I watched that documentary about that wacko mother last month.
That was crazy.
But anyways, But still, like, how often? I mean, I'm on Hulu all the time, but Netflix, I'm not on there.
Hey, I've caught myself on Hulu more.
Yeah,
now lately
Hulu
too.
and Max. That's it.
I'm on Max every week because that's how I watch AEW.
And then Disney Plus, I have it, but I keep it because of him. Because he because I use his Shonen Jump.
I'm on Max mostly because they have all the DC stuff, all the the animated films and all of that.
Right.
Hulu, they got all like the good sitcoms,
Yeah, Abbott Elementary.
Abbott.
I watch
Fresh
that
Prince.
on Disney Plus.
Oh, do you?
It's all the same. Max, Hulu, and Disney Plus all have the same. Like you can watch any of it because they're all the same thing.
Okay.
And House of Dragon, which we're waiting to come back on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like you said, I understand things have to go because again, like you said, you have to pay people for their time that they work. Man, I don't know how much time you put into the Game Pass. I don't know, but I just feel like it's like you said, they're making reputable profits, but then you're just being greedy.
Right.
They're being greedy.
And they're just being greedy.
It's nothing but greed. You can't say record profits and then turn around and fire people and raise prices.
Right.
Yeah.
But so the main question is this the death of the Xbox?
No.
The console, not obviously the company.
No.
I don't know, because even they keep showing it. They keep making the same games too. Like what I mean, like.
Well, but here's my thing. I think I'm not saying this is it, but can this be pretty much the straw that breaks the camel's back? Because think about it, you opened it up to all your games up to PlayStation now.
This is true,
right?
Yeah.
So, and PlayStation didn't give you their games,
right?
So now, I remember not my old station, but the station before that. We all played video games. We all were around the same age. We all played video games. They all bought Xboxes. I bought a PlayStation, and they're like, "Why would you buy a PlayStation? Everyone's on Xbox. Everyone's on Xbox." And I'm like, "Because I like the single player games."
Yeah.
And I was like, so I'm going to play the PlayStation, but they're like, but we're all on Xbox. You got to get on Xbox with us. So now I'm like, well, now since all of that moved to PlayStation, what is the point of the Xbox?
I agree. And you're not going to, I don't care how many times you show Forza, that's not going to get me to buy an Xbox.
I hate Forza, but and that's what I'm saying. So that, and then you raise prices. Is there really a point of buying Xbox anymore?
As of right now,
buying the Xbox console?
Yes.
As of right now, I'm gonna say no.
That was the main point of this question.
But not because of Game Pass.
No, I was saying everything encompassed. Is this just the straw that
I'm not even saying it's even that much of a factor. I'm thinking the bigger factors is the opening up to PlayStation and the increase in the console cost.
Okay.
Those are the two things, because they also up the cost of the console.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for now, for the Xbox Series X or whatever it is, now it's like $80 more. If you want the top level one, it's like $800.
So now you're starting to get into computer prices.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree. I think this is the start of the end of it.
Oh.
At least for the console part of it, absolutely. Because people still going to support Xbox regardless. But as of now, yeah, I would say so.
So what, for Malik, what do you think is the biggest factor, opening up to PlayStation, or the increase for the actual systems themselves?
I can't say because it's multiple.
I just meant in your opinion, like if you had to.
In my opinion,
or for you, I should say.
It has to be the opening up to PlayStation, because the Xbox diehards already have their Xboxes.
Right.
They already have them. So the price increase doesn't affect them because they already have their Xbox.
Right.
So the thing that's going to change, like even them opening up doesn't really change nothing to the diehards, because once again, they got their game.
Yeah, but we should be going into the next generation here soon.
Which is insane to me.
So it's been what, 5 years now, right?
Yes.
It's been 5 years, so we should be going into the next generation here soon. So I'm wondering, is there even a point of a next generation Xbox.
There isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't. Stick to just become basically a game developer.
Okay.
Like in my honest opinion, the Xbox should not be made again, which is a shame because I do like Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But there's literally zero reason in buying an Xbox.
Mm-hmm. And see, I think since the second Xbox, what was that, 360?
Yeah.
Since the 360, I've always had this mindset of I would buy the Xbox first and then buy the PlayStation.
Well, I didn't. Sorry, go.
No, I will say, because once I bought the PlayStation, I no longer use the Xbox. So I bought the 360 first.
Yeah.
And I had that for like my whole freshman year of college.
Right.
And I think for my birthday the next year, Jazz bought me the PS3. And then I never touched the 360 anymore. And then I bought the Xbox One. And then I think a few months later, I got the PS4. And then never touched the Xbox again. You know what I mean? So this time around, I just went straight to PlayStation 5.
No.
But
no, go. I'm sorry.
no, so that was always my mindset of like buying it so I can have them both. But then, like, now I'm wondering, there will be no point about an Xbox.
There's literally no incentive to buying an Xbox. If you're a person that loves the Game Pass, play on a PC. If you if you do like Microsoft's games, you can play them on a PlayStation or on a PC.
Yeah.
There is literally zero reason to buy an Xbox console.
Right.
Yeah. I agree, you know.
Other than you like it. But like, if you like the controllers, like I do like, I prefer Xbox's controllers over PlayStation.
Yeah, but you can buy the controller and use it on your PC.
Right.
But yeah, you can buy the controller and play it on PNC, or get an adapter and play it on a PlayStation. My adapter that I use for leverless, I can use that same adapter and use an Xbox controller on my PlayStation 5 if I wanted to.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah, I did not know that.
But the 360, I didn't have the 360. But
the 360 was great.
A lot of people said
I love the 360.
Everyone liked the 360. I know it actually did better than PS3.
I love the 360, but I remember my second to last day of my freshman year in college, I got the Red Rings of Death.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, you know, you just finished up finals. You know what I mean? You're like, dude, I just want to, you know, just spend the rest of the night just playing Xbox before I go home tomorrow. And I remember getting in my room and it just started flashing. And I was like, I was sitting there and I was like, I'm about to cry.
Yeah, I got the Red Rings of Death too. That they ended up sending me a new Xbox.
Yeah, I remember I had to send it out, and then they sent it back, and they sent it in a white box with a big green tape over it. And I was like, oh, so if somebody just wanted to steal this,
right,
they would know exactly what they're stealing. Y'all didn't try to make it discreet at all.
I got the Red Ring on the original Xbox. That's when I got the Red Ring, and that was it for me. And the funny thing was, I wasn't even playing it. White was playing he was playing Soul Calibur on mine. And like, he thought he broke it. And I'm like, I thought he broke it too. Cause I'm like, what is this? Like,
I didn't even know that was a thing on the original.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was playing it and the thing happened. It was that same thing. And I was like, I thought he broke it for years. And then I started seeing other people getting it. And I'm like, oh, maybe there was an actual
I didn't even know that happened on the original Xbox.
Yeah, on the
I didn't either.
That's why I hated
I just
Xbox.
know
I hated it for
I just know it was a big deal on the three. Like, everyone got hit.
It was hitting everyone on the 360.
But that controller was nice on 360.
Yes,
Yeah, it was.
Now, the original Xbox controller was terrible.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was really, really fat.
It's too big.
I
play
didn't
Halo
like
that. That was
My hands are
terrible.
big. I love that controller.
No, it was bad.
We can rank game controllers on another episode.
Oh, for sure.
Book it.
We'll book it.
Book it. N64, best controller of all time.
That's one of the
I'm
worst.
just kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah, we'll add that on the schedule. But yeah, but now to answer your question again for the third time, yeah, there's no point in getting an Xbox right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Well, Capcom Cup 12 goes pay-per-view.
This has to be one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen. The whole thing with esports is that it's accessible to all.
Correct.
That's one of the things that made it popular, is that you could just go on YouTube and see high-level gameplay.
That's why Twitch is so popular.
That's why
Correct.
Twitch exists,
Like, yeah.
basically. So you're going to take it And the main reason they're doing it is because they know
Greed.
Well, partially greed, but partially because Street Fighter in Japan is basically religion. Like they treat Street Fighter players like we treat NFL players.
Yeah.
Like that's how popular it is there. And they know the people in Japan will pay the 6,000 yen, which is essentially $40 US. The problem is they keep promoting Capcom Cup as this worldwide event that we're trying to bring in players from all over the world to compete in this tournament. And some of the countries that some of these people are coming from, $40 is half their monthly pay.
Exactly.
So now there's no way in hell they're going to watch that because that's more money than that's what they need to eat.
Yeah, and unfortunately, as of right now, this is a good thing though. But one of the best players, probably the most popular player right now, is Blaz. And Blaz lives in Chile. I don't know Chile's currency situation. I don't know if it's a third. I mean, I know it's in South America, but like I don't know like how the living is there. You know what I mean? And so, but obviously, Blaz is the most popular player right now in Street Fighter, in my opinion. I felt like he kind of saved the game because I feel like it was starting to get kind of stale. And then when he exploded in Capcom Cup 11, he kind of brought it back, in my opinion. So so everyone looks for Blaz, and we all have favorite players that's a pro player that we like to see. You know what I mean? And people want to see Blaz. Like obviously, you know, like I like the Gao players. You know what I mean? But I love Daigo. You know, like there's certain people you want to see. So you know what I mean? And but this is just bad. And not that, it's in Japan. So they're 12 hours ahead of us. So you think I'm going to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to pay $40 to watch them play?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And then like in Japan, like you said, a lot of the content creators are like, it feels like they're just only focusing on Japan because they said Japan will most likely
pay it.
But over here, we're very vocal. And we don't like it. And now here's the other thing, Q, I forgot to tell you. It's on, they're paywalling it and all that stuff, and it's on a pay-per-view, but but you can watch it 6 days later. That's a week later, or that's a waste.
Yeah.
It loses its whole prestige because it's like, okay, we know who won.
Yeah, I'm about to say, but you know everything about it.
Because someone's going to spoil it on Twitter anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so we know who won, but do I really want to watch it now?
So to answer your question, I mean, this isn't a perfect fact, but just Googling it, the average salary in Chile is around 1,870,000 Chilean pesos.
Yeah.
Which is approximately $1,900.
Oh.
So
hold on, $1,900
a month.
$1,900
a month. So when you factor in bills and stuff, $40 is a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's a lot of money.
And with him being like the most popular right now, he gets a lot of support from his home country. So they're like, they're not going to be able to see that.
Mm-hmm.
They can't afford it because, like you said, that comes into your budget and whatever. And even Dominican Republic with Mena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Mena does live in Boston now here, but that's still his home. You know what I mean? And he still has, he still has family down there. So, they support him. So how are they, are they going to be able to afford that? You know what I mean? Like they're not looking at stuff like that. And there's, like I said, there's players from all around the world. We got great players in Europe like Broski.
Yeah.
Juicy Joe.
Yeah. Think about Ja BM from Africa.
Yeah.
I don't know what African country he's from.
Right.
But if he's from one of the, lesser
country, less fortunate countries.
Less fortunate countries, $40 is insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like that is just wild.
Yeah.
For a thing that's been free for decades.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just insane to me.
It's insane. And then like if they wanted to do that, why don't you offer some incentive to it? Like, okay, if you pay this $40, you get the whole season pass or something, or just, I mean, I know I'm just saying anything, but some type of incentive with it or whatever like that.
The whole thing about this is they're trying to market it off as, hey, the esports, we're losing money, which in some ways they are. They're putting up these $1 million purses, these $1 million grand prizes for Capcom Cup. Obviously, that's eating into their funds.
Right.
But everyone has said for years now, because Street Fighter's been out for over a year now.
Oh, it's long.
Over a couple years now.
Yeah, they're on 2.5 years now. Yeah.
You will make money by selling cosmetics.
Yes, and for some reason they're not doing it.
And they're not doing it. Street Fighter V literally made them so much money because of cosmetics.
Because they had a horrible launch. And like you said, the cosmetics and
the cosmetics was insane. And they had them coming out almost weekly.
Right.
And they were selling like hotcakes, especially the ones that the pervs wanted to buy. Scantily clad Chun-Li and so much and so forth. I think
ticket sales and just advertisement would cover their losses. But so my question is are they increasing the purse or no?
No.
So no, it's just okay. It's $40 now, but it's just the line our pockets screw to everyone else.
Yeah. They're saying that they're losing money with the Capcom Cups, which they possibly could.
They need to up their prices for advertisement then.
Either that or sell cosmetics.
Yes.
It's not.
You mean in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like in Street Fighter V, they had an Ed costume where he was Nero from Devil May Cry, I think it was.
He was. Yes, he was.
And it was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy cosmetics, and I bought that fucking cosmetic because I'm like, this is fucking dope.
I do, because every time Marvel Rivals come out with a new Emma, I'm like, gotta get it.
Like, this is so backwards because, again, like Street Fighter V did not launch very good at all. But as the seasons went on, it started to get better, and then it ended very well. Street Fighter VI launched very well.
Incredibly well.
And they brought in so many new people in Japan and just around the world, but now we're going the wrong direction. It's like it hit a peak, like saying like how it started off bad with 5, but it hit a peak. And it started off good with 6 with the peak, and now it's going down.
Right.
Like Malik said, they won't do the cosmetic. Everyone has been crying for cosmetics, and they're just ignoring it.
Like, these were the 2 Devil May Cry crossover costumes they did, one for Ken and one for Ed.
Come on, let's turn up.
And I don't like.
Yeah, it's Dante and Nero.
Oh, that's dope.
Like, I'm like, that is fucking dope.
Yeah.
But
I'm like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like with that kind of money that they can make off of these costumes is insane. And they're saying, hey, we're using a much more powerful engine and it has to look right. And I get that. But Q, you can correct me if I'm wrong here. There's ways to make an outfit that basically uses the same silhouette. Am I correct?
And just change the colors?
Not necessarily just the colors, but you could change how it looks, but it basically has the same silhouette.
Yeah.
So there's no real clipping or anything because the shape of it is the same. But hey, instead of this being a shirt, we'll make it a suit, but it doesn't change the shape of anything, so to speak.
Then yeah, because then you don't have to re-rig and reconfigure everything.
Yeah.
But
where,
that sometimes depending on how difference of bulky or how thick the mesh is, it could
but I'm saying
end up looking bad. But
if you use this, if you're purposely using the same silhouette, so you don't have to affect the rigging and whatnot,
then yeah,
it just like if I'm using using the image here, these guys have on coats.
Yeah.
Right.
I take this coat, change the color, maybe add some rivets or something to make it look like a different coat.
Oh yeah.
It's still a coat. It's still the same thing, but it looks completely different.
Right.
Do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying we need these elaborate costumes that change everything, so you have to re-rig everything and make sure it flows right. Sometimes just take the same exact silhouette and change it visually,
Right.
but it still does the same stuff.
Right.
And I think that's possible. And you could churn those out for $5 a pop and have 500,000 people buy it, and now you're rolling in the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And also with them doing this whole, charging pay-per-view, this screws a lot of the content creators up because that stream these tournaments.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
everybody watches their favorite player that streams.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing too, which I just realized was the Japanese players that are streaming, they get a lot. They're making a lot of money now streaming.
What co-streaming?
Yeah, like Kawano, Daigo, they're getting hundreds and thousands of streamers per stream and stuff. I didn't know that, but still, they're just they're messing up everybody's. They're messing up everybody's money on that for the content creators and stuff.
Yeah, for example, looking at this image here, this is
a dope costume.
One of Jury's costumes. Now, I get all of the work that goes into this compared to her normal costume, which is kind of like a bodysuit, because the bodysuit kind of sticks to her. This flows. Don't get me wrong, they put a lot of work into this because the pajamas flow like pajamas would.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, take her normal bodysuit thing, change it into a swimsuit or something like that. Cut off the arms, and make it to a swimsuit. It doesn't change anything from a rigging perspective or a cloth flow perspective. Nothing there has to change. Just make it look visually different. You don't always have to go all in with costumes like this.
Right.
Yes, bring out some of these every once in a while. Cool. I'm all right with that. But you can also take the lazy route a little bit.
I think do it like Marvel Rivals does, to where it's like, okay, well, you want this costume in a different color? Cool. That's this price and it's cheaper. But you want this special costume that's way different, that's going to cost you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like the color change in Marvel Rivals, they'll be like 800 of the little blue coins or whatever. And then when you want a whole new special costume, it's like 2,000 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can always do like that. And then
but if you want to take more time on the higher end costumes, fine, do that. But in the meantime, churn out some simple ones that could just get you some money, and it can be done.
Right.
Yeah.
And even Brian F said this too, the Battle Hub. Why not just stream it on the Battle Hub? You know what I mean? There's a big screen in the Battle Hub. I know you don't have Street Fighter 6, but there's a thing mode in there called the Battle Hub where
it's basically a virtual arcade.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you go in there and there's literally arcade cabinets, and you go in there and you can fight people from around the world, essentially.
Yeah. So instead of charging, why don't you say, we don't want to put it on Twitch or whatever, put it in the Battle Hub? Or why don't you partner with Netflix and stream it on Netflix or something? There's options. There's other routes that they could have gone, but I think this was just this was a terrible way to go, in my opinion. And like they said, it feels like they're only focusing on Japan. They don't care about how it feels over here in the States or over in EU for Europe. They don't care. All they care about is their Japanese crowd. But if the Japanese crowd don't buy in on this, maybe they'll change their mind and realize they screwed up. Because I feel like people over here, somebody will probably buy it over here, but most people over here is not going to buy it.
Yeah,
in my opinion. I don't know how EU feels, or down in the Middle East, or down in where Chile or Dominican. I don't know if they're going to support it. I don't know, but Japan's
Do y'all plan on buying it?
Hell no. Hell
Not
no.
at all.
I'll watch it a week later.
But one thing I will say is the developer of Street Fighter 6 came out online and was like, "Hey, this wasn't our idea.
Yeah.
This is news to us."
Yeah.
Correct.
And he did make a statement that they said they are holding discussion, so they may reconsider, but I'll believe that when I see it.
Yeah, but right now they got everybody pissed off outside of Japan. So
I bet.
it's not good.
I bet. And I think with so much streaming going on in today's world,
Right.
I feel like we're past pay-per-views.
Yeah.
For the most part, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like everything is streamed, and honestly, this is why I don't watch like the AEW pay-per-views.
Right.
I'm like, dude, just put it on a streaming platform.
Yeah, that bothers me.
You know what I mean?
Like they added it to Max,
yeah,
but it's still a pay-per-view. Like
yeah.
at this point, the pay-per-view model's kind of dead.
we pay so much for streaming now that
Right.
nobody wants to pay extra for just one show. So just put it on the streaming.
Just include it.
Look how much the boxing made on Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know, like everyone has Netflix, and then it's free advertisement for you too. Because the moment you click into Netflix and you see it, you be like, okay, well, this is interesting. Let me check it out.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Just for that, because like even the Canelo Bud fight, I was excited for it. Was I going to pay for it? Absolutely not, because I worked that night, so I knew I wasn't going to pay for it at work. But it was on Netflix, so I was able to watch it.
Yeah, and back then, pay-per-views were like $100 for boxing and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
Yeah, you just click it on your, on the cable box, whatever.
I think-
you know what I mean, but
Floyd Pacquiao was like the last one I paid for, and I was like, I'm done here. I was like, I'm not paying anymore for these pay-per-views.
Yeah,
So-
see, I didn't really pay for many pay-per-views. I would go to like a sports bar that was having it.
Yeah,
And
you
just,
went to a bar?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, a lot of times I went to sports bar over on North Shore, right across from PNC Park.
In the North Shore?
Yep.
A bar?
Yep.
Who are you?
You're acting like I drank.
Where'd you go?
You went
Bettis's?
Huh?
You go Bettis's?
Or McFadden's or whatever?
Yeah.
Was it McFadden's? I don't think it was McFadden's. I can't remember what it was called. It was literally like right across from
Look
PNC
at
Park.
you.
No.
This was years ago, but
Look,
I haven't
still?
been there. I don't even know if that place is still there.
No.
Learn something new every day, Q.
But you're acting like I ate nachos and watched the fights. I didn't
But,
drink.
But like you saying, like, I'm definitely not buying it.
No.
I know he ain't buying it.
No.
Darren ain't buying it. White ain't buying it. Like, ain't nobody buying it. So, like,
No.
it's just, in our group ain't buying it. Like,
Yeah.
very disappointing though, but hopefully they decide to change their mind, but we'll see. The last thing they were hoping that like Daigo would say something, like Takedo, Daigo. They're hoping they'll speak up on it, but I doubt they would. I mean, they're getting paid, so why would, you know what I mean? So,
You need your big people to speak up.
yeah, especially the Japanese, like was it Itazan? The Zangief player.
Itabashi
Zangief, like, I'm hoping like one of them will speak up and say something, because this is just bad. This is all around just bad.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on it. Do better, Capcom. Shame on y'all.
All right. Tokyo Game Show. What was announced?
That Wolverine game looked great.
Oh, so great. That
I ain't
game.
gonna lie, I have not watched it yet.
You haven't?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
I
we got to
haven't
pull
watched
that
it
up
yet.
then.
I'm gonna be honest. I think there's so much from this. We might have to do a special episode
On what?
just the gaming, like everything, and like we did over Zoom.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but the Wolverine games.
Oh, man,
yeah.
you haven't-
So who sent it to us?
I
I
think
think it was
I did.
Darren.
Was it Darren? And I?
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. I never got a chance to actually watch it, and I was like, and I kept meaning to.
Oh well, then let's pull this up for those that didn't see it. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that started off brutal.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
This isn't for kids.
No, not at all. Not even close.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying.
Classic outfit. I like it.
Doesn't matter where I go. How far I run.
I love it. Is this who made the Arkham games?
No, this is made Spider-Man.
Spider-Man games. My bad. Okay, yeah.
Omega Red.
Always waiting.
He'd be great in Marvel Rivals, I think.
Just not for me.
Omega Red. Catch Spider-Man out of the air.
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Okay. That looks fire.
This is a day one buy. Like I said, because they already did 3 great games with Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. So this looks just as great.
Wish they were releasing it before GTA, but
Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they actually showed something, because we didn't know it was going to make it out of development or not.
Yeah,
That looks because remember they announced it a while ago, and then we heard nothing. That looks great.
Yeah.
That looks brutal. Yeah, that's going to be. Oh yeah, that looks amazing.
And the other, go ahead. The other game I really liked was that Crimson Desert. We talked about this we talked about it one of the last game shows they did beginning of the year, but that got mentioned. They showed a trailer more of that, and I was like, yeah, this looks really good.
Yeah. One thing I want to mention is Virtua Fighter fumbled their thing, because at EVO they showed a little gameplay teaser and then ended it with more to follow at Tokyo Game Show. So everyone's pumped, like,
right.
Oh, they gonna show us some shit at Tokyo Game Show. Then right before like the Tokyo Game Show happened, they like, oh, Virtual Fighters having their own panel. Like they got their own slotted time.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, they're definitely showing us some shit. We're gonna get at least a new character announcement. They literally showed the same stuff they showed at EVO with a 10-second snippet of someone just walking down an alley, and stated a couple game features, and that's it.
Wow.
Everyone was like, you told us all to wait for Tokyo Game Show to show us the same shit you already showed us.
Yeah.
That's a big middle finger to the community,
right?
Absolutely. And it's not like your Street Fighter.
What the fuck are these developers doing?
But I'm just saying, it's not like your Street Fighter to where you can just live off your name alone.
Right.
No, Virtual Fighters is pretty much up there with Street Fighter in Japan.
In Japan, but Street Fighter worldwide.
Yeah.
So man, that's but yeah, was there anything else they announced?
One thing that stood out to me that was ridiculously weird,
the
Hitman games. You're familiar with them, right?
I keep wanting to play them, but I never actually played one.
I've played a few of them.
I've watched more clips of people playing them than anything.
I played a few of them, and they're kind of fun. But why the fuck did they add Bruce Lee to a Hitman game?
Because he's like water.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what the fuck is that? And this game, Gungrave Gore, I saw the preview for that, and I'm like, this looks kind of...
Wasn't this an anime?
If it is, I never heard of it.
I remember the Gungrave on PS2.
I don't know.
But this might be a remake, because it's saying the Rebirth. It says fully rebuilt. But, like...
You were saying this looks good, or
Yeah, I thought it looked all right. Gave me like a
okay. I vaguely remember a gun like that from somewhere.
like this gave me a Devil May Cry type vibe.
Yeah.
That is a big gun. I vaguely remember. Yeah, I get where you get Devil May Cry from. Yeah.
Very violent though.
Yeah, hopefully it isn't like repetitive like Devil May Cry to, you know what I mean? Really good. Looks like Abomination.
Man says no fear.
None.
君は生きるんだ。今日、明日、そして。
Yeah, that actually does.
Yeah, it
look-
looks good.
That
looks like a little mindless fun.
Yeah, just style on them type thing.
Yeah.
They showed more of that Pragmata game that
The
Capcom is
game.
making with the little girl android. We looked at it before.
Oh, yeah,
and we was
yeah,
like,
okay.
oh, that looks
Yeah, I remember.
okay.
Yeah, I remember.
that looks interesting. So they showed a little more on that. And that that game still looks fairly interesting, and I want to praise Capcom for trying something new, not just
Right.
sticking to their usuals.
Yeah.
But those were the main things that stuck out to me.
And like I said, did they show Onimusha, dude?
They did show
They showed Onimusha.
Onimusha
Thing? I
again.
didn't see that. And,
there was nothing outside of that Gungrave and Wolverine. I don't remember anything like new
Okay.
being announced. Like Ninja Gaiden 4, we knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Wolverine is obviously going to be the
Headliner.
yeah.
But like definitely got a couple gems in there that definitely got me interested. But there, like I said, there was nothing that was like, oh, they're making this or that was announced and I never heard of it, but it looks great. I didn't find anything new like that.
Can you scroll back up to that Monster Hunter? That looks more like a Zelda game.
Yeah, I thought it was like Breath of the Wild 3 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Monster Hunter Stories. It's a turn-based RPG spinoff.
Oh, okay. Trying to bring in new fans. I get it. Yeah. That looks cool. I'm going to have to go home and actually like sit down and watch some of it.
Yeah.
So
It was like the Wolverine definitely stood out more than anything. And
Of
for
course.
me, it was that and Crimson Desert. But other than that,
yeah.
that Gungrave looked dope.
Felt like, of course, the Wolverine is going to be the headliner. So.
Oh, they gave
Oh,
a
yeah, I
release
remember-
date for it. I didn't know they gave a release
Me
date
neither.
for it.
Citizens of Pywell. Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written by our own hand.
We fight those who wield power to prey on the weak. Beasts who think themselves men. That is what it means to be a Freeman. The time has come to do what we believe to be right. Cliff, seek out your Greymane comrades. Uncover the truth that lies within. And let your heart speak without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one.
We fight for the future of all. Sound the horn of our final battle.
Shadows of Mordor with like Witcher 3 vibes to me.
Fight for Pywell.
Great games.
Never played Shadow.
Great games.
Witcher 3. Witcher 3
Your fight
he have
is
canon
not
as
for
a
revenge,
Yeah.
nor glory, nor pride.
Sucks that we'll never get the Nemesis system because of the Shadows.
Remember who you are, and let it guide your path. For at the end of it, you will find the answers you seek.
I'm surprised you'd be into that, Tim.
I don't know. It looks good.
March 19th.
Looks like Skyrim.
Don't do that.
It does.
Don't do that. No, I'm not going to buy it. Maybe not want to buy it.
Well, I will be.
But yeah, that looks good. But
what was it? March what?
19th.
19th. Nice. Okay.
5 days after my daughter's birthday.
I'll buy it for my mother-in-law's birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, daughter. I'm buying me this game.
So,
Happy 21st birthday. I'm buying me this game.
It's going to be our LT year. Let's go.
yeah.
Thomas in here. But, yeah.
Sean Taylor.
But yeah, that looks great, though.
Yeah, it looked cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like has a co-op
Right.
to it where we could possibly all get together and play it. That's one game I would
Fight dragons.
I would like to find a good game where we can co-op
Right.
play a game together
Mm-hmm.
and it not be one of those games like Helldivers or where it's kind of like a looter shooter type. Those are okay to me.
Mm-hmm.
I want more of like a story driven game. Just be interested to see what it would be like. This also looks like a Elder Scrolls type game to me. Saros.
Well, Saros is definitely Lord of the Rings, ain't it?
That was Sauron.
Oh, okay.
Every time the sun dies, time
Yeah,
stretches
someone
and tears.
He loves it so much.
You should try that Shadow of Mordor.
What was that on PS3?
Yeah, but they have it on like the PlayStation store. They're great signals. And the
Signal
Nemesis
crafted.
system is so dope.
Approximating.
Is that the thing from the ridge?
Confirmed.
You better stay out of my way.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we are thrilled to show off this first look of gameplay for Saros running on PS5. Saros builds on Returnal's award-winning action and tells the emotional and haunting story of
I
Arthur
heard
and
of that game, I
Devraz's
just
drive
don't
for
remember what
answers
it's
on the
about.
shape-shifting planet of Carcosa.
Oh, yeah, this is
Here we show off one of our exciting combat features, the Soltari Shield. By holding R1, you can defend yourself and absorb projectiles.
Oh, this actually looks really cool.
By absorbing projectiles, you can now hit back hard using your power weapon. By holding the adaptive trigger on L2, you'll be able to destroy enemies using Eclipse-driven weaponry.
Soltari holocache
I
detected.
mean, I would have to see
Mark it
more
on
of
the
it,
map.
but it looks like it's hard to tell when you
Here is a
defeat an
Soltari
enemy.
hololog, where you can learn more
that is
about
pretty
lost Carcosa.
I'll try to forget.
Hold on for me. I will find you. I promise.
That doesn't.
Just a little speed power right there. Plus having like the gun and shoot. It's not the same, but it's
Just has
something similar. Like,
that essence.
yeah, but you can use it a lot more right there than Mass Effect. I have like a reload time. Oh, but this isn't a first look.
This is Second Chance, where you can be revived on first death to get straight back into the action. Second Chance is part of our permanent progression system, which means you will always come back stronger.
Have a revive mechanic tell so you don't gotta worry about dying.
Oh, that's great.
You know how you like playing games on easy mode.
Exactly.
Oh, that thing is huge. Wow, is that skulls? Yeah, I think so.
The sun is forever.
Pretty cool. Something I'll keep an eye out on.
Yeah.
That might end up being a game where I'm like, oh man, I like this, and then never play it. There is a lot happening at once, so
Yes.
it might be a little overwhelming.
That wasn't bad at all.
Not bad.
But yeah, you know, some interesting stuff coming out of Tokyo Game Show.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So yeah, wait and see what we get.
Yep.
Yep.
But next year's gonna be really good for a lot of these games coming out because now we got ToeCon coming out next year, the Wolverine game, GTA 6, if hopefully, the Crimson game, and I feel like there's something else that's supposed to come out next year too. I can't think about what it is right now for some reason, but it looks like we got some good stuff coming out next year for sure.
Oh,
Good, good. So that it?
yeah, that's all I got.
Mhm.
All right, Cleveland Gaming Classic. Y'all both went up to Cleveland. I was playing Top Golf when it happened. Still can't get the swing down.
It's all in the hips.
Can't figure it
It's
out.
all in the hips.
But yeah, tell us about it.
I had a really good time up there.
I did too.
I did spend a lot of money up there, unfortunately, but that was
You got it.
No. That was probably the best hunt I've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, some of the I have to say this. I wish people would actually like, I can't get the words out. There's people that shouldn't be doing this type of business, in my opinion, because they literally just go on eBay and just see what the price is, and then they mark it up another $50. Like, some of the prices that we saw there was unbelievable. There was a lady running a stand, and she had Earthbound, which is a very popular NES Super Nintendo game. Ever since they introduced, no one knew about Earthbound when it came out, but when Ness got introduced in Smash Brothers, because he is from Earthbound, everyone ran to get the game, and that game is worth a lot of money now. But this lady had it she was selling it for $450. That's more than my car note. Like, that is like, but then like we would see stuff, people will sell something like for like a game for like $200, but you go to another stand and it was there for like $100. Like, that's the thing. When you go to these things, you don't really buy the first thing you see that you want. Walk around, you might see it a little cheaper somewhere else. Like we saw the very first table we went to, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for Dreamcast was there. For this guy had it for $60. A couple hours later, we saw another table. Guy had the same game. He was selling for $220.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff bothers me. I get it. You're trying to make a profit. It's a competition, but I just wish those type of people just wouldn't even be involved in this because they suck. But the experience was really great, though.
I mean, scalpers ruin everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but
it's just you could tell which people are doing it because they just want to have a business,
right?
And you could tell the people who enjoy video games,
right,
and are selling them. Like, you could tell the difference. Like the one he was talking about, you could tell they were just a family that was just looking to make some money.
Yeah.
So they were just selling stuff and they're pricing it, and it's just about making money for them. But the other ones, you'll sit there and especially the ones that will sit there and just talk to you about games. This is what they enjoy.
Right.
And you could tell that they're pricing because they understand the game, they understand the sellers, and they understand the buyers. Like they understand all parts of it, and then they'll buy, price stuff accordingly because they know, hey, this game, while could I possibly get it sold for a little bit more? Yeah, but it'll be much more appealing to someone like me who is a collector and whatnot if I price it a little less.
Right.
But yeah, the Cleveland Gaming Classic was so much fun. I had a great time hunting. Like there was a game section to go play video games.
We didn't even go in there because we were so busy hunting, and like I could have spent way more money, but I stopped when I did. I was like, I have to get out of here. Like it's just, but that is definitely a yearly trip that I would do for sure. Plus, it's only 2 hours from here, so I definitely would do that every year.
Yeah.
I hopefully more of us can come next year. But yeah, like it was just I got a lot of stuff off my list.
Yeah, the only thing
I'll definitely be there next year.
The only thing that kind of sucks is if you're hungry, you have to eat what's there.
Yeah,
because you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and you got to pay to park, so it's not like you can leave and come back.
Yeah,
no one wants to spend that money to park and then leave and then have to pay again to come back. So, and they had some options there, and like what I ate was good. Don't get me wrong,
it's probably
but
expensive as hell.
Yeah, it's a little expensive because
the
you're inside of a venue and they know you can't go anywhere, so they're going to mark things up a bit.
Right.
But overall, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was
like Tim said. I definitely wouldn't mind going every year. It's a great place to go to build your collections because you want to have options.
We got to hit more of those stuff, man. Like even what we did last year, that was fun.
Columbus.
Yeah, Columbus. Like we got to hit more of those things.
Absolutely. The key is you got to find the lots because a lot of these vendors, they're buying people's lots. If I knew how to find these lots, I would try to do it. But still, because some of them guys get these lots and they just start overcharged. There was a game there we kept seeing. A couple stands had it. It was a PS2 game called what?
Kuon. Yeah,
Kuon. Somebody had
that game is insane.
Somebody was selling it for like $1,200 there.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? But like I said, apparently from what I was told, it was a Ben game at GameStop. It was like a $10 game at GameStop eons ago, and now all of a sudden everybody wants this game. So of course,
this is it right here. Like it's some kind of Japanese horror game.
Yeah,
but apparently it's like very rare. There weren't many copies of it,
right?
And especially in this country because it's a Japanese game,
right?
So it's very, very hard to find. So
it's weird the type of stuff that be worth so much later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But,
and then I did duplicate buy a game I didn't realize, but
I have a couple. So.
Yeah, but I bought I already had Twisted Metal 2. I didn't realize it. I never took it off my list. So I bought it up there, and I'm like, dang, I should just bought 1 and 3 when I saw it. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe I'll buy it off you because I need the Twisted Metals. So,
but yeah, like I said, hopefully, we'll definitely do it again next year. And like I said, you just go up there and then come back home. And the drive wasn't even bad.
Yeah,
wasn't a bad drive at all. So, and because it's right next to the Cleveland airport, literally. So like the convention's like right next to there. You can see the planes coming in.
You don't know drive is bad to me.
To Florida, that's a terrible drive. That's a horrible
I just
drive.
did it twice. Oh, there and back.
I know. Well, you had to go back and back.
Well, that was the worst. Now when you have to turn around 3 hours and drive back 3 hours and drive again, it's horrible. But, but up to 10 hours, I'm good. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, those drives, no problem.
I would do a drive like with all us in the car. So we were going like somewhere super far because we all can just take turns, whatever, like that. But still,
But like we drive up. Me and my family will do, Cedar Point. We'll just go up there. It's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We'll just go up there, spend the whole day in the park, then come home. So I don't mind those drives at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going next year. But yeah, till then, we got to find some other stuff to go to.
Well, I know Galaxy Con is next month. If y'all want to go to that.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh Game Convention Game Expo's this weekend.
It is. It's it, which we're gonna go to after this.
Yep,
But,
that's what we're done recording. Me and Tim
yeah.
are going.
But
you can join us if you want.
But yeah, that's it. But yeah, if you want to go to GalaxyCon next month, I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever. We'll see. But you can try to hunt again. But yeah, that's all I got on the Cleveland though. But yeah, y'all, even though it's a mistake on the lake, but still
Snake by the lake, baby.
But y'all okay right now with that?
Yeah. All right. Superman review. I'll kick this off. So I said maybe an episode or two ago, I've never watched a Superman movie I like.
Right.
Never. I don't like Superman. I think he is the most boring comic book character, period.
All right.
I really enjoyed this movie.
So did I.
I really enjoyed this movie. I love that they made him vulnerable. Mr. Terrific was awesome.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Lex
Luthor was great.
Lex was great, but he felt more like Brainiac to me because he was like predicting everything, and I was like, dude, like I know Lex is super smart, but I was just like, wow, I was like, he's like next level in this movie. But I really enjoyed him. As much as I enjoyed this movie, it had arguably the dumbest scene I have ever seen in any movie ever. Also,
was it the Green Lantern?
No, where they first went into the Solitude. What is it called? The Fortress of Solitude.
Okay.
And the girl was fighting the robots. And she like turned around and seen them, and then she like
did a backflip. And then, I'm like, that was so pointless.
I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. She could have just turned around,
or she like if you could do that, she could have literally like, I don't know if you remember in the first Thor movie when Lady Sif impaled that big destroyer, and it kind of turned on itself.
Yeah.
Like she could have done that.
Yeah.
Just like instead of turning around, you just see her whole body shift.
And then it's facing the other way.
And it's facing the other way.
That was so
Why
stupid.
does she have to do a handstand and then her head pops back up? It
was so dumb.
Yeah,
I was like, what is this?
That was just them trying to flex.
Yeah.
Because there was literally no reason to do that.
But I really enjoyed the movie. I loved it. Like Superman felt vulnerable. He didn't just feel like. But so here's my question, and here's what confused me about the movie. And I guess if you guys don't know, somebody who reads the comics of Superman, let me know. Superman can breathe in space, right? They even showed him sitting on the moon with Crypto.
That I believe the logic behind it is he doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to breathe.
Yes.
Okay, so then how the hell were they trying to kill him with the nanobots
in his lungs?
In his lungs.
Yeah.
That made no sense to me because I was like, well, if he can breathe in space, then he doesn't need to breathe. How the hell is that going to kill him?
That's where, some things and some gaps in logic exist. Like, I think it's more of I don't know how they're trying to
justify
it, but it may be of a thing where it's almost like he can hold his breath almost in space, and so he's good for a period of time.
Right. Maybe that's it. Yeah.
And so kind of like in Invincible. Remember he like stopped, went down, got some more air, and like he was basically holding his breath.
Yeah, I got you.
So I think it's more in line with that. So having something fill your lungs with nanobots, so now there ain't shit in there. There's no oxygen in your body at all.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
I think that's more of the logic behind it. Not that he can breathe in space or he doesn't need to breathe at all. I think it's more of I can hold my breath to the point where I could be up there and be fine.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Now,
and
he got his ass kicked a lot in this movie, though.
Yeah, he did.
A lot.
He had his ass kicked a lot.
A lot. Which is fine.
Right.
Yeah, no, I was fine with it.
Which was
it
fine.
gave the movie depth.
Yes.
Which to me, I never felt like Superman had any depth. Because I'm like, he can just beat everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was dope. I don't know. I'll tell you this. it was so stupid, but the scene with Mr. Terrific's garage had me cracking up.
I thought that was stupid.
I thought, it was so stupid, but I laughed at it because I was like, "This is like you're the smartest man, and you have this slowest garage in the world." Like I was like, "This is so stupid," but I laughed.
But I gotta say, I think this is the best Superman movie,
hands down. Man of Steel sucked.
No, it did not.
Man of
That's
Steel
the best
it's
one.
definitely better than Man of Steel. It's definitely better than Man of Steel.
Man of Steel was not a good movie.
It really was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it was a stupid. That was
But
terrible.
anyway, Nicholas Hoult is an incredible Lex Luthor.
Yes.
When they casted him, I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna do a good job.
He did.
He was great. And I loved his character where he's like, where Superman's like, you're envious. He's like, I know.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I know. So it's not that he's oblivious to his envy and he's in denial. He's like, I know I'm envious, but you existing basically contradicts everything that my life beliefs show.
I'll say this though. When Superman shoulder checked him at the end, I was like, he shouldn't have got up that fast. He should not have gotten up that fast. I'm like, you know how fast Superman was flying?
Right.
And he shoulder checked you? Like,
yeah,
buddy.
And I love how petty Lex Luthor was. Like, you literally locked up your ex because she said some disparaging things about you on the internet.
On a blog. That was funny.
Like,
that funny.
Is petty to the
I forgot about her. Yeah.
I'm mad they didn't show us the girls' toes at least.
Yeah.
You can't talk about how terrible they look and then not show us.
Right, yeah. Who
But
was the dude that she was running the stuff to? I can't remember.
Jimmy Olsen.
Okay.
But like, that's crazy that he was like that petty. Oh, your ex-girlfriend wrote bad stuff about me on the blog. I'm locking you away in a pocket dimension forever.
Right.
Or
Guy was hilarious.
Guy Gardner was hilarious. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner was great.
Just even when he came in at the end and he was just doing the middle finger
to the armies and stuff like that. Just,
I really like Crypto.
Crypto was hilarious.
Yeah, I really like Crypto.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it had me hating Crypto for a little bit. I'm like, this bad motherfucker.
like this dog's just jumping on her.
Then when Supergirl came in the end and was just yanking around, it was like no boundaries.
Yeah.
But
sorry, go ahead.
I thought this was a great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
To be honest, outside of like the Dark Knights, I think this was probably my favorite DC movie. So, yeah.
I did like it better than Fantastic.
DC hasn't had any good movies.
Well, we know they need to stick on the animated movies. We've already seen.
No, I'm not including the animated movies. I mean, they're actual.
Yeah, they're live actions.
I mean, from the DCEU, this is hands down my favorite.
It was really good. You like Lois?
She was fine.
She's fine.
Yeah,
cool.
She did her job. I thought when she was interviewing him in the house, I thought that was a dope scene.
Yeah,
him breaking down, like that was dope.
Like them showing that she's a no nonsense. I'm not sugarcoating shit for no one. I don't even care if we're fucking.
And I love that she got on Guy Gardner's hair.
Yeah. 364 people thinks it's great. Like, that's a oddly specific number, but okay.
Yeah.
But even in this, once again, I'm like, I don't understand their obsession with Hawkgirl.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like there's plenty of other heroes they could have brought in instead of her. And,
but from what I understand, they said the story they're going to fill in about her is going to be really dark. So maybe that's something we find out later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it better than Fantastic Four, actually.
I did too.
I liked it better than Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I did too. To me, Fantastic Four wasn't bad. It was just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. So it became disappointing.
That was
in
perfect.
The end.
That's exactly that's perfect way to say it. I felt the same exact way.
Yeah, like remember I said I was like I had no interest in Thunderbolts. I couldn't wait for Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
and then when it was over, I was like Thunderbolts was better.
Thunderbolts was better. Yeah.
I still think Captain America was the best movie this year. Out of these four.
I think Superman's right there with it.
I think I'm putting Superman above.
Right there with it.
I think I'm putting Superman above. The only reason is because you could tell some stuff had to be changed with the Captain America movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
That brought it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Sinners clears them all.
Oh, well, yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was dope. And for me to say that about literally the character I hate most, I watched the movie twice this week.
Yeah, and I loved Mr. Terrific when he was going to shut down the little rift thing.
Oh, that scene was dope.
The guy was like, "I can help you. I don't need your help.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Terrific."
And I love when he was going to to find the portal, and they're like, "Hey, you need to stop," and he's just like, "Okay," he went this way, like completely just ignoring them. And then they was like, and then he put up the little shield, and he just started whooping their ass.
Yep.
I was like, "Oh yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And I love that actor got a second chance after they hoed him.
I was about to say that.
In X-Men First Class.
I have not forgiven them for killing him off as Darwin.
Darwin
adapt to this.
Cannot
yes, he would
die.
Yeah. Adapt to this.
Killed the man that cannot die. Like, that is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a good movie.
I'm glad y'all liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Right.
I love how Crypto was just like a complete bad dog. Like,
oh yeah,
Mr. Terrific Steve Sphere's flying around. Dog sees it like, oh shit, get the toy.
Mm-hmm.
I love Lex just antagonizing ugly dog in a cape. What'd you say? You heard him. Like,
oh yeah.
My favorite scene though, is when they were outside fighting the monster. And Superman is just in there talking to Lois, and it's just outside the window.
Yeah,
and they are struggling with this thing, and
she's like, "Are you gonna go help them?" He's like, "Oh no, it's just a dimensional nymph or whatever you call it." Like they're fine.
I was just sitting there like they are struggling with that thing.
You can go take care of that. No, they're fine.
Yeah, the special effects were actually dope on that part because even when they were only showing Lois,
you can see
it in
color.
the reflection. Yeah. I was like, that's dope. So. Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
Did you like the guy that plays Superman?
You know what? It's hard to follow up Henry Cavill, but I thought he did an excellent job as both. And I felt that Clark and Superman looked different.
Yeah.
I think they colored his hair different or something.
His hair, he kind of let it be a little messy.
Yeah, I was like, but you actually seen it. And I thought it was dope that they made the joke. And she was like, people are going to be able to tell. And he was like, no, I have glasses.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, but they established that he had, with Nathan Fillion or Guy Gardner, that those are hypno glasses. So those glasses make him appear slightly different.
Oh, okay.
When he has them on.
Yeah.
That's been a long thing that was in comic books years ago.
Guy Gardner just completely giving away who his secret identity.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's hilarious.
So he's Clark Kent.
Yeah, like
well, if
Bruce
I
Wayne
didn't, I do know now.
Bruce Wayne would never.
No. but yeah, like him as Superman, I thought he was with Henry Cavill, I thought he was a fantastic Superman.
Right.
I didn't feel he was a believable Clark.
I agree.
I still feel Henry Cavill's a better Superman than this guy. Sorry, I don't know his name. But I feel that guy's definitely a better Clark Kent.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad Superman. Because generally, that's the issue with superhero movies. A lot of the times you have guys that I feel could fit one role or the other,
like Christian Bale,
but not both. Yeah, I've always felt Christian Bale was a better Bruce Wayne than Batman.
He got beat up a lot too as Batman.
Yeah.
But
it just felt peak human male doesn't come across to me when I look at Christian Bale.
No,
honestly,
it didn't come across in those Batman movies either.
Honestly, it feels more like Henry Cavill, but. Playboy billionaire does come across on Christian Bale.
I think Batfleck gave me a better Playboy billionaire. Like when he showed up and he looked like a rich snob.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he was a better Bruce Wayne, but that aspect of it, like when he showed up in like Batman versus Superman,
Yeah.
he just seemed like you'd be like, that guy's a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
but I do feel that this actor, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. I'll learn it eventually. But I felt he was a very strong Clark and a very good Superman. Like he's big
he was
enough.
he was an entertaining Superman to me.
Yes.
So
he was much more humanized Superman too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like all of his struggles, like him being like that's one of the struggles of Superman that I like that they don't really show is when you have the ability to pretty much stop anything, it's going to bother you when someone's like, no, you shouldn't do that. Like people are going to die and I have the ability to stop it.
Right.
Also, super shit was hilarious.
Him getting so triggered off of it
so
is
bad. And then it was like monkeys doing it.
Yeah, for it to actually be monkeys is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I like when they show the struggle of having extraordinary power, or like in Fantastic Four, Reed's intelligence. They show the downsides to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When you're like, dog, I have the power to take care of anything. And you're telling me to just let these people die when I can literally just go there and be like, stop. Like,
yeah.
But like, oh, well, it can create an international conflict. Yeah, but if he says, yeah, don't come over here either, you think they're going to come over here?
Right.
If he stopped you over there, you don't think he'll stop you if you try to come over here?
I will say I love this scene with Hawk Girl where she grabbed the president of Bolivia or whatever it was, and he is like, you're like Superman, you're not gonna let me die. She was like, I'm not Superman. Let him go. I was like, yes,
just let him go real quick. Like, I'm not Superman.
But all in all, good movie to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So
good.
Yeah. Well, nerd recommendations.
All right, no recommendations.
All right, I'll kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
I got something close to Malik's heart here, I believe. Maybe, possibly.
We'll see.
Build a PC.
So fun.
It's so fun.
So fun.
And it's so worth it.
So worth it too, yeah.
It's worth it. Build a PC. Just, go on Newegg, like Malik told me to do. Put all the pieces together. Order it. Go. What was that YouTube video you had me watch?
There's so many out
I can't remember, but there were the dudes who built the PC. I just followed step by step everything they told me, and I built it.
Yeah.
This is something I think every gamer, computer lover, anybody just do. Like, I'm about to build Jazz one.
I'm like, if I get this new job, I'm planning on buying myself a computer and building it.
Yeah.
And for those that are concerned about, I don't know what to get and what parts to get, Newegg has a PC builder where you literally select parts and it will only recommend parts that go along with said parts. So if you you want a certain graphics card,
right,
it will only give you the motherboards that graphics card will work in. It will only give you the PC cases that graphics card will fit in. Like, it will literally tell you, hey, you get this, 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 and this. And also, YouTube is a great reference. They'll tell you, hey, this is the areas where you can kind of cheap out and get cheaper parts. This is the area where you want to make sure you spend your money, depending on what you want to do. If you want to make a computer for gaming, music production, video creation, whatever, they'll tell you, hey, focus on these parts. Don't focus on those parts.
Yep. Trying to remember who exactly with the website. It was the two guys.
I don't know. I'm maybe the Toasty Bros.
Yeah, there you go. Toasty Bros. That's who I literally went to like one of their computers and I was like, oh, I like how that looks. And then I seen all the pieces they had, and then I was like, I went on Newegg and I like built something similar to it. And then I just followed their step-by-step instructions, and I absolutely love my PC. It's amazing. It's fast. It's, you know what I mean? Everything I want, and it definitely worth every penny.
Yeah.
I definitely say do it. It's definitely a lot of fun. I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Putting stuff together with my hands and stuff like that.
Right. So I was, that's why I said, I'm surprised Malik never said this.
It's actually a good point. It never even crossed my mind.
But do it.
Yeah.
Trust me. Build a PC. You won't regret it.
Definitely do it. I'll go next. I'm going to recommend a band. This band is called Magnolia Park.
Dope.
I was scrolling TikTok one day, just bored scrolling, and I came across one that said, "Hey, here's a list of bands that are made up of people of color." So I'm like, I listen to a little bit of rock. Most of my rock and that type music generally comes from watching wrestling, but I'm like, let me try some of these bands out. And the first two that were listed, I was like, okay, there was a song or here and there that I liked, but overall their vibe wasn't really for me. Then I got to Magnolia Park. Oh my goodness, is their shit good.
They made a song, I learned about them is from TikTok also, but it was probably like a year or two ago, maybe 2 years ago. They made a song called Don't Be Racist. And I instantly listened to it and I was like, this is going on my playlist. And I've liked them ever since.
Yeah, it's like they're a great band. They just dropped an album earlier this year. Was it Vamp?
Yes.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Vamp. Almost every song that I heard off of that album I liked.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I definitely recommend Magnolia Park. They are dope.
I agree 100%. I actually really like them. And then they're, especially if you're a 90s kid, we all grew up on the songs that we like, Paramore, Linkin Park, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this feels like that to me.
A little bit, yeah, it does.
So,
Well, you like Paramore?
yes.
I didn't know that.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
What black person doesn't love Haley Williams? Yes.
Okay. See, new to me. Malik used to go to the bar in the 2000s. Paramore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2000s is a bit of a stretch. It was more like 2010.
That was still like
2000.
prime years for us. So, that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'll be in the car, whatever makes you break, because I got it what I wanted now. Yeah. Yes, I did.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
But
And then
dope recommendation.
and mine's is we talked about it 6 weeks ago as we did it. We talked about it as a topic, but since I beat the game, it was excellent. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. That game was great.
I still have to buy it.
Yeah, I got to buy it too.
That game was great.
You beat the whole game?
Yeah, it took me about 20 hours to beat it.
Oh, okay.
And I paid was $40 for it. I actually felt that was actually worth it.
Yeah.
But that game was fucking great. Like
Yeah.
they did a really good job. Lizard Cube and the Me Too or whatever they're called.
The Metsu.
The Metu.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep supporting them.
That was a good game. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the demo was dope. So I
Yeah.
definitely have to buy the game.
They do good work.
Yeah, they do good work.
Yeah.
I did buy that Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's definitely not Shinobi, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, the Shinobi Art of Vengeance, it was excellent, and it looks great too. Like
Yeah. Well, even when we reviewed it, we said it
Yeah.
was, it was definitely
it looked
fun.
great.
yeah,
So, I just gotta remember the game.
it's excellent.
Cool. Trash takes?
Yes,
Sure. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first since I already started.
All right.
It's from your post yesterday. Blueprint 3 is butt.
Oh, you're
Album is butt.
bro. There's no skips on that album.
Oh yeah, there is.
No, there's
Yeah,
not.
there is.
No, there's not.
There's only like
No, there's
I
not.
like 2 songs.
That's
on there.
because you have trash taste in music.
No, my taste is good.
No, it's not.
Already Home and Star is Born. That's
Bro,
it.
those aren't even 2 of the better songs on
Already
the
Home
album.
The album was
Come
butt,
on now.
man.
Hold on,
You
let me pull
are
up this
crazy.
track list because
Album
I
was
can't
butt.
remember.
You are
the-
crazy. I just worked out to the whole album yesterday. There's no skips on that album.
Album is butt.
Thank you. What he
Thank you.
absolutely kills.
DOA, Run
Come
This
on.
Town, Empire State of Mind.
What is he
As
talking
album is
about?
butt.
What is he talking
On
about?
to the next one.
Dog.
Onto that,
but-
bro, there's no
That
skips
album
on that
yeah, there
album.
is.
Dog.
That
There
album
is
butt.
no
Hate?
skips on that album.
That album is
There is
butt.
no
Young
you're-
Forever?
You are insane.
You're
That album is
You
butt.
are
That
insane.
album-
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That album is fire.
that album is fire.
That album is butt.
Nah, dude. There's
Wow.
no skips on that album.
Wow.
That album is
You
butt.
said Blueprint 3 is
No
trash?
skips on- Bro,
It ain't better than one.
What?
you didn't even mention Death of Auto-Tune.
That album is
That changed.
butt.
The industry was so saturated with Auto-Tune. And then he dropped that and it was like, back to rap.
Well, I ain't like
Wow.
that. That was bad.
And I ain't talking about T-Pain. T-Pain's a legend. T-Pain dope. I'm talking about all those other dudes that was trying to auto-tune.
like Snoop and all them.
Oh yeah, I just seen it because what made me even and talk about it is because that one song it was like it was a song I can't remember what song it was, but it was like this is what made him make Death of Auto-Tune, and I'm like, man, bro, and I was like, man, let me listen to this album again. Whole album is fire,
It's
crazy. You're crazy. The
That's-
whole album is
Wow.
fire.
It's butt.
The whole
That's
album is fire.
Wild.
It's not better than Reasonable Doubt. It's not better than Hard Knock Life.
That's not.
It's definitely better than Hard Knock Life.
No,
That's
it's not.
not
Yes,
even.
it is.
No, it's not.
That's
Yes,
not
it is.
even a
No,
diss.
no,
Yes,
it's
it is.
not.
And
Oh.
I didn't say it was his best album. I said it's his most underrated album.
It's still butt.
They're crazy.
It's
You're
butt.
crazy.
Crazy.
It's butt.
Crazy.
You're crazy.
Kingdom
I'll give you
Come was
reasonable
trash.
doubt. It's
Yeah, that was
definitely-
butt.
What was what?
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come, I said, was the worst album of
Kingdom
his.
Come was trash.
Yeah, that's
What?
his worst album.
Blueprint 3 is fire.
No, it's
You see the-
That's-
no, it's not.
That's
it's-
wild.
No, it's not.
You're insane,
No.
bro.
Make sure-
That
make sure
album
you
is
clip this
fire.
Preview too. So yeah.
Album is fire.
That album is fire.
Man. All right.
I'll go.
Yeah, okay.
So this is probably not that trash of a take, but there's a difference between talent and accomplishment.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that will say, hey, this guy is extremely talented. And the first thing out of a lot of people's mouths is, well, he didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean he's not talented. That means he's not accomplished. But that also doesn't mean that someone that's accomplished is extremely talented. Because some people overcome their shortcomings
Absolutely.
through intelligence, sheer will, amongst other things.
So I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm not talking about anything specific in particular,
Right.
but you see it everywhere.
Well, I was gonna
No one can argue that Tom Brady is the most accomplished quarterback of all time.
Right.
No one can argue that.
Right.
He is far from the most talented.
absolutely.
But people will say, if I say, for example, because, of my past, that Aaron Rodgers is more talented than Tom Brady, people will be like, well, he only won one Super Bowl. That doesn't mean
That talent
he's
doesn't-
not more talented. That means he's not as accomplished.
Yeah. So I always would say, to me, Jerry Rice is the best receiver ever, but Randy Moss is physically the most talented receiver ever.
I would agree. I might even put
Megatron.
Megatron or T.O. up there. I
Yeah.
might put T.O. above them because T.O.'s a bit stronger than Moss.
Right.
Moss was faster.
I'm about to say, but Moss was faster and could jump higher, and you really know his hands.
Yeah.
But so what I instantly thought of when you started this was Michael Beasley. Every NBA player says he's probably one of the most talented dudes ever.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't survive in the league.
Right.
Which is why he's so great in the big three and all of that, to where he doesn't have to play that full 5-on-5 team ball,
Right.
and he can just be himself. So that's what I thought of. And I'm like, versus, who's a guy who's been in the league forever, and just Dennis Schroeder, I don't know. Who may not be as talented,
Yeah, I got
The one guy I hate that always tries to pick fights with people.
Draymond?
Patrick Beverly.
Pat
Pat
Bev.
Beverly. Yeah.
Patrick Beverly is not.
He's arguing with Trey right now.
Like he's not
Young.
the most talented guy, but he's very accomplished.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So but I agree 100%. You know, talent doesn't necessarily mean, you know what I mean, the accomplishments. You know,
And like people just try to dissuade talent because they didn't accomplish things. They're like, oh, this guy, like, for example, we were talking about before we started recording. Trevor Lawrence is extremely talented.
mm-hmm.
He's very talented, but he might end up being a bust in the NFL.
Yeah.
Not because of lack of talent, but lack of accomplishment.
The problem is a lot of people live by the numbers now without actually watching what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing people that's like, oh yeah, y'all wanted the Steelers to keep Justin Fields. And it's like, he's not playing that bad. The Jets just really suck.
Yeah, they're fumbling.
You know what I mean?
Justin Fields is a good quarterback.
Yeah. They're doing bad. They're shooting themselves in the foot. Like, what was it, the game was it Miami where they fumbled 3 times or something in that game?
Yeah.
One of them fumbled on the goal line.
Look when they played the Steelers, the dude fumbled on the kickoff. That doesn't happen. They win that game. Like,
yeah, I think Aaron Glenn's a good coach. I really do. I know he hasn't won yet, but yeah, I think they bought into him. But they're getting in their own heads.
You're not gonna change the culture of a program in 10 months. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, not even 10 months. You know what I mean? 8 months. You're not gonna do it. It's just not gonna happen.
Right.
You have to give them time.
Yeah.
Which is why so many teams have coaching carousels, because they give a coach like 2 years, and it's like you got to give them time to develop and get their players in there and get players to buy in.
They want to draft. And,
you know, so
correct.
But yeah, I agree 100%, Malik. I agree.
Yeah. So, real quick, AJ Brown, how do you feel about that?
I believe the Steelers should try to trade Highsmith or Patrick Freiermuth, get him in Pittsburgh. I doubt it happens, but I'm just saying, him and DK teaming up again, that'd be dope.
You don't think they want to take the salary? Because he's under. I mean, he's still like.
I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I know people are like, you're 4-0. Why are you complaining? He wants to get paid again, and then when they look at that, they're like, well.
And that's what Chad Johnson and them was explaining. They're like, as the number one receiver, they're not going to be like, oh well, we kept winning. They're going to be like, here's what you did.
Yeah, and then they're not going to get paid. So what you want? We feel that because everyone feels like people get mad when athletes be like, they're just being greedy. No, they feel that they're valued more because you would do that for your job. If you felt that you deserved a raise, you would ask for a raise.
It's usually people who didn't play the sport, to be honest with you, or they didn't play that position. I was a receiver. I wanted the ball.
Yeah.
You know, we were winning, but it's like you go home and you be like, crap, I had 1 catch. Like, I wanted the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're happy in the moment, but when it sits down and it settles in, you're like, I really like, dude, I wanted to contribute to this.
Yeah, 2 catches, 7 yards, like
so
yeah. But my bad, my bad. But I didn't get all into that.
I'm 1-3 in fantasy because I picked most of Philly's offense, and I'm the defending champ. But oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna piss some of my community off with this, but whatever it is, what it is. Belly's a fucking awful movie.
Yes.
It is terrible. Outside of the first 15 minutes of that movie, it is one of the worst movies ever. The first 15 minutes is dope.
I agree.
I give you that. But that is it. And we have to stop pretending, oh, Belly's a classic. Belly is trash. And Jazz was like, she never seen it. This was a while ago. So I was like, I put it on. And then like as soon as that scene is like the first couple minutes is over, I was like, all right, you don't need to watch the rest. I was like, it's so stupid. Nothing makes sense. Nas is like, oh, we're going to move to Africa. That's a whole continent, sir.
Well, they moved to Africa, and he talks about how beautiful it is, but they didn't show anything about Africa.
It's a whole continent. It's not just one place.
Yeah.
Like, where did you move?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what part of nothing in the movie makes any sense. DMX was like a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like, the movie is awful, and I'm tired of pretending it's not.
No, you ain't not getting an argument from me whatsoever on that at all. And yeah, I agree.
It's so stupid. Just such a terrible movie. Well, it's a class. I don't care. It's terrible.
The only good thing about it was Keisha.
Menace to Society is a classic, and it's a good movie.
Speaking of Menace to Society, I didn't realize that was Kane for years in Belly.
Oh, yeah.
They eating a banana. I didn't realize that was him for years.
Yeah.
But it's my bad.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but
hey, that movie just it's so bad, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Miles Malik's over there cracking up.
I literally saw that movie one time, and this was like
That's
back
all
when
you
it first
need.
came out.
Yeah.
I literally remember nothing. I remember that one part, the dude eating the banana.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I literally remember nothing else about that movie.
I
got reminded when he said about Nas was talking about going to Africa.
Yeah,
I remember them going in. Wasn't there a scene where they walked in somewhere, it was black lights, and their eyes was like glowing.
Yeah, that's the first couple minutes of the movie.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember. I don't know what else happened. I just remember them walking in slow motion in the black light, eyes glowing.
Just an awful movie.
That's all I know.
Awful movie.
I literally cannot remember anything else.
So that's it.
Yeah, working for me.
Well, that's all we got today.
Yep. Everyone, thank you for watching.
Like, share, subscribe.
Have a good one.
Doses.
Peace.